Did you know that your dog knows more about you than you might think? For instance, your dog can sense that you hate your uncle or even recognize when you're in a loving relationship. They can detect if you're sick or pregnant before you even realize it. So what else does your dog know about you? We get it. You thought that your dog only knew how gross your bathroom trip was because they followed you to the bathroom and saw it with their own eyes. But in reality, your dog knows a whole lot more about you than you realize. For example, if you believe your dog doesn't understand time or when you'll return home, think again. Dogs know the particular sound of your car coming down the street, and they vaguely know the time you are coming back home based on the lingering scent you leave behind. They might also be triggered by coincidences that you know nothing about. For example, if you take the subway and usually get home at 5:30 p.m., your dog might be triggered by the local bus that drives by every day at 5:25 p.m. or your annoying neighbor who makes a lot of noise when they get home at 5:20 p.m. Your dog also picks up on your social cues. They can tell when you dislike someone by noticing changes in your breathing, body language, and even in the subtle pheromones you emit. You cannot hide your dislike from them. Conversely, they can sense when you love someone. Despite what you tell yourself when meeting someone who on paper would be your perfect match, your dog knows better. Your dog can smell love as it is a series of chemicals including dopamine and serotonin they can smell. Furthermore, dogs can sense when you've had a fight with someone. Even if you don't raise your voice in front of them, they pick up on the tension through your silence, tone, and agitated movements during your normal daily activities. Dogs also know where you've been without needing a tracker. To them, you are a walking sponge. You pick up volatile organic compounds from everything you walk by or touch. If you go to the supermarket, they will smell that you walked by a fish counter and even the people who stood next to you at the checkout. So if you're trying to lie to them and pretend like you didn't pet another dog, good luck. They will know you are a cheater. Moreover, dogs can judge human character. Research from the University of Milan showed that dogs preferred individuals who they saw shared food with a beggar over those who didn't. When these individuals called the dogs, the pups overwhelmingly chose the generous ones. Dogs can also smell when you are sick. They can even detect cancer by sniffing out the unique chemicals emitted by cancer cells. They can even sense an impending epileptic seizure due to the changes in your blood sugar levels. Some dogs are trained to detect migraines, and in one hospital in Hawaii, dogs were able to identify urinary tract infections in paralyzed patients who couldn't report their symptoms. Dogs can also tell you when you're pregnant. The hormonal changes in a woman's body during pregnancy can lead to the dog becoming very protective, often nuzzling up to the baby bump or following the woman everywhere to ensure the baby is safe. Dogs have an instinctive understanding of the family dynamic and know who the most vulnerable members are. For example, they might be particularly protective of children, recognizing their need for extra care. Your dog will also know when you need protection. When someone in the household is out of town, they will be more vigilant. When it's dark and you are walking them, they might stay closer to your leg than during daylight hours. They can also smell adrenaline in your body, and if you are worried about something, they will guard you with their whole little heart. Do you ever wonder about how their little organs fit in such a small frame? I digressed. Let's go back to talking about secrets your dog knows about you based on how well they are attuned to your emotions. They can tell when you are scared because of your hormones and because your sweat glands might also create moisture. If you are in danger, they will become your protector. They also know when you're feeling sad. Dogs can read facial expressions and are empathetic creatures, more likely to approach someone who is crying than someone who is happy. They sense when you are having a bad day and will often give you space when you're upset or cuddle with you when you're sad. They know when you're stressed, even if you say, "Don't worry." Humans release cortisol when stressed, and dogs can detect it. They also pick up on cues that indicate you're leaving on a trip, such as packing a suitcase or preparing food for the dog sitter. Dogs are masters of manipulation with their puppy eyes. They know that making eye contact with you releases oxytocin, which makes you more likely to give in to their desires. If you try to hide food from them, they can simply follow your gaze to locate the hidden treats. They also know when you are trying to disguise a vet trip as a fun outing. Even if you tell them they are going on a trip, they can tell by your body language that you are lying. To make vet trips less stressful, You can create positive associations by taking them to the vet for treats and visits without any medical procedures. Dogs understand more than you think. According to Stanley Coren's research, dogs have an intelligence level of a 2-year-old human. So, all those secrets you told them in confidence, they understand. Sometimes, they might not listen to all you are saying, especially if you have an older dog that has earned their right to have selective hearing, like my 10-year-old dog. And if you have multiple dogs, they know you are being unfair. Dogs have an intuitive understanding of fair play and can become resentful if they feel another dog is getting a better deal. They will know if they only got half of a cookie while their friend got the whole piece. They might even become confused and depressed if they feel they are getting the short end of the stick. They also know when you're not looking. So while they might not hop on the table and steal treats while you are watching, once they realize you're not looking, they might inhale the food. Or they might destroy your shoes when you go to work because they know you can't see it. They also sense when someone is being rude to you and will treat those people differently. So if someone talks behind your back, watch how your dog interacts with them to get clues. Dogs can read energy and tell whether someone has good or bad vibes. Dogs can read people's auras because they generate an electromagnetic field which they can sense and might protect you accordingly. They also know when you're not paying attention. Did you just get a new gift for yourself and not pay any attention to your dog? Well, they are aware and can even go as far as nudging your hand or lying on top of you to demand your undivided attention. Dogs are also privy to your embarrassing secrets. They know your horrible dance moves and how horribly you sing. So that unique mess of a dance move you only do when you are alone is not a secret to everyone. But don't worry, dogs are a very non-judgmental audience. They won't even judge you when you take hundreds of photos before you post the one on Instagram saying it was your first take. They also know all the guilty shows you watch because they are right next to you when you watch them. So, if you've been watching Love is Blind, they know. They also have had to hear all the pep talks you gave yourself. Did you give yourself one before a job interview or a date? Fido has heard it all and was there looking at you with love and support. One thing I will say, no one looks at a woman getting ready for a date with more love than their dog. Speaking of dating, or failing to date, your dog probably watched you stalk your ex online. And we all have done it at one point or another. Dogs also know when you are lying to people and tell them that you have plans, while they know perfectly well that the two of you will be lounging on the couch later on. They also know that you don't wear pants when you are home alone, and they prefer the pantsless route. Cheers to the silent observer that knows all your secrets. What other secrets does your dog know about you?